you're a business owner and you want to make confident money decisions and grow, then this video is for you. Number one thing that holds business owners back from moving more quickly or making decisions confidently is not really understanding how different decisions are going to impact them. So in this series, I'm going to be breaking this down into a few simple steps. So a few numbers that you can get clear on that are really going to help you feel more confident, create stability, and move faster in your business. In this episode, how you can make a simple lifestyle plan and why that's where you should actually start. All right, we're going to jump into a couple of slides because I find it useful to have visuals as I talk through things. So why are we talking about lifestyle planning when the goal is to grow a business? And I think the easiest way to think about this is, let's say that there was a list of jobs that you could apply for, and you're running down the list and you find one, you think, ooh, this sounds really exciting. I like this one. And then you see that the compensation for the whole year is $10,000. Would you still apply for the job? So maybe, right? Let's say that there's a bonus or there's a large compensation if you do really well in the job. This is similar to running a business. Maybe you would still do it. The point is that it's going to help you kind of think through how you could make it work, what you would need to cover, etc., etc. The point here is that by getting clear on the compensation that you would need to take out of your business before you kind of go into the rest of planning your business, it's going to make sure that you can set targets and you can actually design your business to fund and support the life that you want to have. Because what often happens when you don't do that is that you just start the business and then you're kind of just taking out whatever is left, or you're not actually setting the right targets so that you could actually meet the goals that you want in your personal life. So this is about getting clear on two numbers. The first number is what number means that your business is sustainable, and the second number is the number that means that your business is funding and supporting the life that you want to be building. So I like to think of this in two buckets, and the first one is essentials. So this is a list of items that basically you need to cover every month so that you'd be able to keep working, full-time in your business, or so that you don't need to find, income from another source. And then the second number, or the second bucket, is money goals. And this is a list of, additional purchases, experiences, investments that you want to make in the next 6 to 12 months. So as you kind of knock off your targets and increase your income, then you know what those targets would fund. Right? You don't need a ton of time to actually do this. The essentials is really just about making that core list, getting clear on what is a sustainable list for you. And because the stats say that 70 to 85% of your lifestyle costs actually go to just a few items, so rent, groceries, transport, insurance. You might have a couple other ones that are larger, maybe if you have pets, things like that. But you can spend more time, you can make this detailed, but you can get a pretty good estimate with less than 30 minutes by just making that list of items and getting clear on approximately what this number looks like. Now, the second bucket is the money goals. So this is all about building the life that you want. Depending again on how far into your business you are, this might be a shorter list at the beginning and then a longer list, or how rapidly you're growing your business. But this is really, again, it's making a list of the items, and then so purchases, experiences, investments, and then the estimated costs. So how much, what kind of funds do you need to make these happen? And you probably want to, get clear on the top one or two priorities. Those are at the top of the list, so that again, you stay motivated to bring in the money to actually meet those priorities. So by getting clear again on these two numbers, it's going to help you as you progress with laying that foundation in your business on having very clear targets that take into account the compensation you want to be taking out, any business expenses, taxes, the overall picture, to make sure that when you hit that target, okay, my business is going to support me. That way you're going to be able to stay a lot more stable. You're going to ensure that you're designing your business in a way that sets you up for your best life, and you can not only enjoy working in it, but again, you can meet your personal goals. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want more of this. I will be dropping more videos on the rest of the kind of series of how you can lay the foundation in your business. I have one additional resource too. I'll drop it in the description. This is a guide that's actually for, leaving corporate. But there's a calculator in there that can help you. You can use it to help, estimate your essentials or your numbers. So I'll drop that in the description as well. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.